Hey folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. I'm doing a gift request from none other than Montauk Ed. Ed, shout out to you. You know I have to wear this out once in a while in your honor. Ed made a gift to the channel for me to do. A new artist, Crystal Shawanda. I had not heard of her. You Can Let Go. And I'm like, oh, you hear a song like this and it sounds like permission for somebody who's on their deathbed to go. Or it could be a relationship, like it's okay to let go of this one. I don't know. We're going to find out. But Ed's songs always are like a treat because the unexpected shows up in them. Here we go. Oh, she looks like a new artist, young artist. Piano tells you.
Wind blowing on my face, sidewalk flying beneath my bike. A 5-year-old's first taste of what freedom's really like.
Yes.
He was running right beside me, his hand holding on the seat. I took a deep breath and hollered as I headed for the street. You can let go now, Daddy. You can let go. Oh, I think I'm ready to do this on my own. It's still a little bit scary, but I want you to know I'll be okay now, Daddy. You can let go. I'm standing at the altar between the two loves of my life. To one I've been a daughter, to one I soon would be a wife. When the preacher asked who gives this woman, Daddy's eyes filled up with tears. He kept holding tightly to my arm till I whispered in his ear.
Ah, crap. I know where this is going. But, yeah, it's the stages of life, you know? We just jumped 30 years or 25 years to her wedding from the bike riding at 5 years old, and now, hey, what do we have? A minute and a half left, so there's still time for another interim step.
You can let go now, Daddy. You can let go. Oh, I think I'm ready to do this on my own. It still feels a little bit scary, but I want you to know I'll be okay now, Daddy. You can let go. It was killing me to see the strongest man wasting away to nothing in that hospital room. You know he's only hanging on for you. That's what the night nurse said. My voice and heart were breaking as I crawled up in his bed and said, you can let go now, Daddy. You can let go. Your little girl is ready to do this on my own. It's gonna be a little bit scary, but I want you to know I'll be okay now, Daddy. You can let go. You can let go.
Yeah. It's one of those, I was just talking with someone the other day that sometimes people just need permission to go because they're too weak to continue the fight, but they have enough mental stamina, willpower, whatever it is. And sometimes, and I've heard this a number of times, you got to give them permission to go because they're holding on for you. It's all they know is to fight. And when you say, it's all right, I'll be all right. And it's hard to say that, but, it's hard to see that happen. And I know what that's like. I mean, I'm 62, so with my parents, we've all, when you get older, it's just a natural course of life where you do see people just getting weaker and weaker until they go. And, yeah, so, I really like the way she sang this, too. I wasn't sure because sometimes younger artists try to sell a song. So they overdo it with emotion. But she has a powerful voice. She maintained, with this incredible strength that she had in her voice, there was a femininity. There's a unique femininity, too. And I was worried that she was going to try overselling this because a theme like this, you might, I don't know, it is emotionally charged, obviously. And if it was a true story, her true story, you might want to oversell it or you might not be able to sing it, at least the first 10 times or whatever. But she stayed in the pocket of this song while really, I don't want to say belting it out because that's not what she did. There was just a strength that came through coupled with a sensitivity. And that's not an easy thing to pull off. I think it might be one of those things. You've either got it or you don't. And I don't know where she's from. She's from the South somewhere because you could hear that in her accent. That didn't sound to me like a pretend accent at all. Just frequently you can tell when they have. I can anyway, and I'm from Jersey. David Emsweiler will call you out on that stuff in a heartbeat if you try a fake accent. Right, David? But I learned that years ago. I didn't try a fake accent, but he didn't like a particular artist. And he's like, I hate it when they do this. And I'm like, I hear ya. All right, yeah. And I was smiling in the beginning because of the teaching her to ride the bike. And she's like, I've got this. I can go. And it reminded me, I taught one of my neighbor's sons, Alex was his name, to ride a bike because his father was always traveling internationally. He wasn't home much at all. When he worked in New York City. When he was local, he wasn't getting home till after midnight. So I taught Alex to ride his bike. And we went to a local parking lot, and it was really funny because he crashed, not onto the pavement, but he tried rounding you know how parking lots will have some bushes or trees in a little special spot to make the parking lot look prettier. And he tried going, this was a circular one, and he tried going around it, right into the bushes. And he got so pissed off. He was crying and mad and the whole thing. And of course, I couldn't show him that I was laughing, but on the inside, I'm like, oh my God. And I just, helped him back on and get back on your bike again. That's where the expression, you get back on your bike again until you get it. And he got it. And of course, his mother, Eun-hee, they were Korean, Eun-hee, she was so thankful and that I taught him to ride the bike. But I was feeling that when she was singing that part of the song. Then the wedding day, I'm thinking of my surrogate daughters and the one in particular, of course, just the idea of her going, and she's ready to go to a guy. I mean, she's going to make a very good wife, a better wife than girlfriend. I've told her this many times. But then seeing them, somebody that's been in your life your whole life and has been your advocate, your defender, your disciplinarian, your just alter conscience, and to see them become weak and pass away is just, it's rough. So, all right. Oh, gosh. Ed, am I going to rate this? Something tells me it's not her true story, but I'm going to refrain. If that's an homage to her father, it's this thing I would put in the mid-9s just so that you know, but I'm going to refrain from it just in honor of one person's love for her father. So, Crystal, if you see this, I don't know where you are in your career, but you have a career ahead of you. There's no question about it. What it looks like, you never know what it's going to look like, what types of shows, venues, and all of that. But keep your strength, keep your sensitivity, just keep being you that I heard in this song. And people are going to come to your shows, they're going to download, they're going to listen to you, and they're going to follow you. And you're very beautiful too, and this is part of the industry. And so all of that's going to work. So Ed, thank you again, my friend. I appreciate you so much. And down in North Carolina, even though Montauk Ed, that's where it all started, up in Montauk, New York. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.